Hello and welcome to That's English.
Today we're going to talk about holidays and travel.
In today's episode of Cafe 27, a group of friends is buying clothes and equipment they need to go backpacking around the world.
This kind of holiday is called backpacking because you carry everything in your backpack or rucksack. Before we watch, here's our question.
This is Ali, the shop assistant. She can't go with the group of friends on holiday. But why?
Yes, why can't Ali go with the friends on their trip?
I need a new sleeping bag for our round-the-world trip. I really like this colour.
We'll need some warm clothes if we're going to go to Nepal and Tibet.
How about this jacket? I think it looks quite good. It's quite practical with lots of pockets.
I need a pair of waterproof boots for hiking and mountaineering. These will be perfect if they have a size 6.
Look, we'll get 10% off if we buy a 10 today.
This rucksack is perfect. It's very light.
I need a lantern. I like the look of this one.
What else have you got on your list?
3 pairs of thick walking socks.
Have we got everything?
Goodness, how are we going to carry all of this back home?
If we buy all of this, it'll cost us a fortune.
I think we need some advice on backpacking.
G'day, mate. My name's Burns. They call me Alligator Burns, or Allie for short. How can I help?
We're getting ready for a round-the-world trip. We'll be backpacking and camping. We really need some help, please.
Well, if you want my advice, you don't need all of this stuff. If you take all of this, you may have to pay for excess baggage at every airport.
What should we leave?
You definitely don't need that, or that, or that, or these. And those won't help at all. If you need a cooking stove, it'll be much easier to carry this lightweight one. This lantern is too heavy for travelling. I always use this head torch.
Okay, we'll take the head torch. Can we have 3 of them, please?
If you don't want anyone to steal your money, this belt is essential. You can put your passport in it as well.
I'll have one of those.
This sleeping bag, it's okay, but it will only last a season or 2. I'd recommend this bag. I slept in one of these for 4 months in the Andes.
Are these travel guides good?
They're okay, but if you're travelling to Southeast Asia, you should buy the Lonely World Guide. It's excellent. This insect repellent doesn't work so well. Try this one instead.
You're brilliant, Ellie. If you can take some time off for the next 3 or 4 months, you'll be very welcome to come with us.
Oh, thanks, but I can't. I have a family now. This is a mountain whistle. If you get into trouble, blow your whistle. It's a present from me.
You've been really helpful, Ali.
It's a pleasure, mate.
By the way, why do they call you Alligator Burns?
Oh, used to wrestle alligators in Florida for the tourists.
You are the most extraordinary shop assistant I've ever met.
If you want any more advice on backpacking, you can go to the cafe at the end of the street. Laura has travelled all around the world.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you so much.
See you later, alligator.
I think Aisha is right. Ali is an amazing shop assistant.
Yes, she was very helpful and she gave the friends lots of good advice. Anyway, back to the question.
Why can't Ali, the shop assistant, go with the friends on their trip?
If you can take some time off for the next 3 or 4 months, you'll be very welcome to come with us.
Oh, thanks, but I can't. I have a family now.
Ali can't go with the friends because she has a family now.
But it seemed like she really wanted to go and visit some of those places again.
In the video, the friends talked about their plans and probable situations. Watch again.
Look, we'll get 10% off if we buy a 10 today.
If you need a cooking stove, it'll be much easier to carry this lightweight one.
Remember, when we talk about possible or probable situations, we use if and the simple present and then the consequence with will. Watch again.
If we buy all of this, it'll cost us a fortune.
We can also use other verbs instead of will. Watch again.
If you take all of this, you may have to pay for excess baggage at every airport. They're okay, but if you're travelling to Southeast Asia, you should buy the Lonely World Guide. If you want any more advice on backpacking, you can go to the cafe at the end of the street.
Did you notice? Instead of will, Ali uses the modal verbs may, should and can to express probability. For example, if you don't plan your trip carefully, you may have problems.
Or, if you're going to Southeast Asia, you should buy the Lonely World Guide.
Or, if you tell me what you're looking for, I can help you. Ali also uses the simple present. Watch again.
Well, if you want my advice, you don't need all of this stuff. If you don't want anyone to steal your money, this belt is essential.
These sentences are usually facts or true situations. For example, if British people travel abroad, they need their passport.
If I travel alone, I always take my mobile phone.
Now, let's continue with today's episode and see if Laura can help the friends.
But first, here's our question.
Would Laura like to travel anywhere in the world right now?
Hello.
Hi, Laura. We've just been to the camping shop down the road. We talked to Ali and she told us that you're an experienced backpacker.
We're leaving on a round-the-world tour in a few days' time, and it would be great if you could give us some advice on backpacking.
Sure. Ali's great, isn't she? Let me get you something to drink first. What would you like? When are you leaving? And how long are you going for?
We're leaving on Monday, and if everything goes well, we hope to be away for around 4 months.
And how much money do you have to spend?
After we paid for flights, we'll have around £2,000 each.
Well, I got back from a trip myself just a year ago. These are some of the photographs I took.
They're fabulous. Where is this?
Thailand. You know, if I could travel around the world again, I'd fly to Bangkok first. I'd spend a couple of days in the capital to get over the jet lag, and then I'd travel up to the north and stay in Chiang Mai to see the elephants and the religious festivals.
And how do you get to Chiang Mai from Bangkok?
By train or by bus. If I were you, I'd go by train. It's more expensive, but it's much more comfortable.
Where did you take this photo?
On Koh Samui. It's an island off the south coast of Thailand. If you just wanted to relax, it'd be good to go there.
And where would you go after Thailand?
Well, if it was my first round-the-world trip, I'd definitely go to Hanoi in Vietnam. It's my favourite city.
It looks like Paris in the 1920s.
If you decided to go to Hanoi, you could stay at the Green Dragon Hotel.
And where are these photos taken?
These pictures are from an island off the Kenyan coast called Lamu, and these are pictures of Accra in West Africa.
If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you choose?
You know, I like it here. It's great to travel, but for me, there's no place like home. Anyway, Bill wouldn't be very happy if I took off again so soon after the last trip. He can't manage to run the cafe properly if I'm not around, you know.
Laura gives the friends some great ideas for their trip.
Yes, but they'll have to plan it carefully if they want to do everything she suggested.
Now, what about the question? Would Laura like to travel anywhere in the world right now?
If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you choose?
You know, I like it here. It's great to travel, but for me, there's no place like home.
So the answer is no. There's no place like home. Como en casa en ningún sitio.
When we talk about imaginary or unreal situations that are like a hope or a dream, we use a different kind of conditional.
Watch again and notice the difference.
Well, if it was my first round-the-world trip, I'd definitely go to Hanoi in Vietnam. If I were you, I'd go by train.
Laura uses if with a verb in the past tense and then would.
Here, Laura is making a suggestion. For example, if I were you, I'd go by train. Yo que vosotros iría en tren.
We can also use if with could. Watch.
You know, if I could travel around the world again, I'd fly to Bangkok first.
If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you choose?
What would you do if you could have a very long holiday, Annabelle?
Oh, that's easy. If I could have a very long holiday, I would go on a round-the-world trip.
Like the friends in the episode.
Oh, no way, in absoluto. I would go on a cruise ship with a pool and a gym and a sauna.
What about you, Nathan?
That's easy too. If I had enough money, I'd go on safari in Kenya. But I don't have the money.
So you can't go. Never mind, Nathan. Dreaming is free.
We asked some people this question. What's the best or worst travelling experience you've had?
London to Scotland on a train.
Sure. I think probably one of the worst travel experiences I've had was I did a trip up to Ethiopia and on business, and unfortunately some of the local cuisine didn't quite agree with me, so it was a bit of a difficult time.
For me, I don't like standing up for long periods of time on the trains.
No.
The worst or the best travel experience? When I was 20, I did a month road trip all around Europe with 2 friends from uni. So that was kind of one of the best travel experiences.
Some of the worst travel experiences I've had have actually been in China, where I've been on trains, and the situation has been quite difficult for me travelling in that part of the world where I don't speak the language. Some of the best travel experiences I've had have been in the Middle East, specifically Yemen, where the hospitality has actually been quite incredible.
Well, I'd have to say the worst travel experiences for me is going on an aeroplane. I really don't like it. It's quite claustrophobic and you get very hot and uncomfortable.
Oh, the worst travel experience I've ever had, without a doubt, was flying out to Canada.
Most people don't like flying, and sometimes there are problems with the food and language.
So if you learn English, you can talk to people all over the world.
Do you remember in the first video when Hendrik was saying goodbye? Watch.
See you later, alligator.
If someone says, "See you later, alligator," you can say,
"In a while, crocodile."
Yes, exactly. So, see you next time, everyone.
Bye-bye.